We previously revealed the truth behind the scenes of the Bigfoot video. There is a branch of pseudoscience that purports to study creatures, such as Bigfoot, that are alleged to exist. Cryptozoology. So what does cryptozoology do? The Merriam Dictionary replies, generally, the study and research of animals, and especially legendary animals, such as Sasquatch, to assess the likelihood of their existence. In other words, there must be a creature that has found a place in the culture of a society. According to this definition, our Lake Van monster is also a cryptozoological being. Do not look at the logy suffix at the end. As you know, this logy suffix is often found at the ends of pseudosciences. The reason is that these pseudoscientific methods are wanted to be replaced by science. We said the Lake Van monster, but the subject of this video tells you an older rumor, the legend of the Loch Ness monster. In 1934, a doctor named Robert Kenneth Wilson and his friend Maurice Chambers went on a fishing trip in the north of Scotland. In two of the photographs they took on this trip, a being can be seen in the sea. This is the Loch Ness monster. One of the photographs was sold to the Daily Mail newspaper for £100, and the photograph was published on April 21, 1934, under the name Photograph of the Surgeon. In other words, our doctor does not want his name to be associated with the photo. Although Wilson did not want his name to be mentioned in a photograph, the British Medical Association fined Wilson. The region becomes famous and is flooded by people. Everyone is hoping to take a photo of Loch Ness. It was claimed that the Loch Ness monster, which was claimed to be proven by photography, was a marine reptile of the Plesiosaurus type that became extinct approximately 215 million years ago. The order Plesiosauria has two subgenus. One of them is plesiosaurs, the other is plesiosaurs. While plesiosaurs had short necks, plesiosaurs had a long neck. Since the creature in the photo also has a long neck, the predictions coincide, and it turns out that this creature is not extinct. Or there is something else going on behind the scenes. As you guessed, the Loch Ness monster photo is a complete hoax. The photo was taken by a hunter, a filmmaker named Marmaduke Wetherell. Christian Sperling, an artist and sculptor, created a toy submarine with a head and neck made from a material called plastic wood. Sculptor Sperling confessed to this incident on his deathbed in 1993. Marmaduke Wetherell was Christian Sperling's stepfather. In 1933, the Daily Mail hired Wetherell to find the Loch Ness monster. Shortly after arriving at the lake, Wetherell found strange traces of a four-toed creature in the soft mud by the water's edge. Wetherell estimated that the trailing thing must have been 20 feet long. The plaster molds were taken and sent to the Natural History Museum of London. While the world awaited the analysis of the museum, hundreds of monster hunters and tourists came to the loch. Unfortunately, a few weeks later, the museum announced that the prints belonged to a hippopotamus, not an unknown monster. It seems that Wetherell himself had tried to deceive people. The dry foot used to make the print was probably part of an umbrella holder or ashtray. The Daily Mail got angry at Wetherell and mocked and humiliated him. Wetherell got angry and had a model of the Loch Ness monster prepared and sent the photographs to the Daily Mail newspaper through Dr. Robert Kenneth Wilson. So the doctor who made photography famous was just an intermediary. It was a puppet. However, he accepted this job because he was a joker and because he was a doctor. The Loch Ness monster may or may not exist, but this photo taken in 1934 turned out to be fake. There are many forgeries in history that are not yet known. See you in our next video.